broadcast with news just coming in as the targeted killings in the valley increase. There's a high-level meeting, a security meeting that is going to take place. We're being told that the army chief has reached North Block with this high-level meeting with the Home Minister. This, of course, is to review the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, so all eyes on this high-level security review meet, second such meet in just a month's time that is being chaired by the Home Minister. Now, this is, of course, given the spate of targeted killings in Jammu and Kashmir and how it's been on the rise the last few days. And amid these targeted killings, now Union Home Minister Amit Shah all set to review this meeting on Kashmir situation in the national capital. Priyank joining us live with more details. Priyank, who all are going to be in attendance? What's the latest you're picking up?
See, just now the NSA has just reached MHA, where the meeting is expected to start any minute from now. We have seen all the stakeholders going inside this North Block before the crucial meeting on the security review of Jammu and Kashmir could begin. BSF Chief Pankaj Singh, Kuldeep Singh, the CRPF chief, as well as National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, RAW Chief Saman Goel, Dilbagh Singh, the DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, and the JNK's Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. All of them have gone inside this North Block. Earlier to that, we saw that Manoj Sinha, along with the NSA as well as DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, reached at the MHA for a brief discussion on what should be the further strategy which need to be taken on this particular meeting, because now the presentation will be given to the Home Minister Amit Shah himself, so that further strategy can be chalked out. Manoj Sinha, along with the two of the stakeholders, was present here for around 2 hours. He reached here at 12 noon, and till 2 p.m. he was present here. Later to that, after end of that particular meet, we have just seen that all the senior officials, along with the Army Chief, Mr. Manoj himself has gone inside, Manoj Pandey himself has gone inside the MHA to have a security review meeting. Times Now has been extensively reporting on the ground zero, where we have been showing that how these kind of targeted killing are happening on a continuous basis, and the frequency of the attacks are also giving a clear indication that the terrorists want to give it a message slowly and steadily, so that the fear shouldn't go into the mind of the people. But MHA had also been taking every kind of precautionary measure. Now the big thing is that since the terrorists have succeeded in carrying out these kind of targeted killing of non-migrants,
they're seeking answers, explanations from the administration. Now the Home Minister is chairing this meet to review the security situation out there. Let's go across to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, several Hindu families have left. Others have decided to leave. Some have given ultimatums to the administration. All of them want to be shifted to a safe place in Jammu. They don't want to stay in Kashmir anymore. The government will have to answer their questions and their concerns.
Oh, absolutely. If you see that hundreds of them have had earlier left from Kashmir, they had said that their life is under threat and nothing more is there than their life. And clearly more hundreds are waiting, but this time around the administration as well as the Jammu and Kashmir police is trying to stop these sort of migration, and they have also put out barricades in the colonies where the Kashmiri Pandits right now are staying. But they are adamant on the fact that they want to head over to Jammu. Also, the government officials over there who have been working, they say there is a continuous threat over their life and they want to shift to Jammu. And this particular situation will also be put down in front of the Home Minister as to what are the strategies that can be put on ground to make sure that the targeted are reduced, because clearly at this particular time when the Amarnath Yatra is also going to start, there's a huge footfall that is expected, and also the tourism point of view, a lot of tourists has visited Jammu and Kashmir and the numbers are also going to increase. So all these are the crucial points that are going to put forth in front of the Home Minister. And overall, if you see the people who have present in the meeting, be it the LG, the NSA chief, the DG of CRPF and the BSF, all of them are present out here, and the plan of action will be put out as to how they can put an end to this targeted killing, and also with the help of the locals, of the Islamist militant in Kashmir is continuously taking help of the Kashmiri locals on ground for these targeted killings that are taking place. So this is one aspect where the security agencies must clearly focus on.
Yes. You know, very recently, the Lieutenant Governor had also held a meeting in Priyank. You can throw some light on that. He held a meeting in Srinagar in which it was decided that Kashmiri Hindus along with the Prime Minister package employees will be relocated to safer places by 6th of June. And perhaps that too will be discussed, will be put on the table. The implementation of the same could be on the agenda today.
See, that point will be certainly discussed, but the fact of the matter is that it will be giving a very wrong message to the international community also, that if the government of India or the finally decide to shift the Kashmiri Pandits at a different isolated location, this will be strategically very wrong, and that can be taken into very well point by the Pakistanis, who have also been eyeing on every development which is happening in the country, because at the end they are the one who have been promoting and fueling these kind of terrorism which is happening in the valley, and the concept of bringing out new terror recruits for carrying out this attack is something which has been decided by the ISI itself. So the MHA will be taking a very conscious decision, so that on one side the security and safety of every individual who is there in the valley can be assured. At the same time, the international community can also be should not be in the position to question any kind of step which is being taken by Indians. So this kind of strategy will be opted. That's why we were talking about that, how all the minds who have been applying, all those individuals, all those stockholders who have been given responsibility by the Indian state to ensure security and peace in the valley, have been brought to one table, where we have seen that BSF, CRPF and the local state police, as well as army chief, every individual who has been responsible for ensuring safety and security of the civilians of the J&K Valley have been told to be present in this meeting, apart from the Lieutenant Governor himself, for the strategy making. We know that NSA, who have continuously worked in the valley for over decades, have also been present here. NSA could be giving clear indications to these individuals regarding the line of the work which need to be decided at as per this moment. Because remember, it's only few months or almost 2 years since the abrogation of 370 has actually happened. So there's much more things which need to be done on which has been done on the ground. But the terrorists and all these,
the messaging also has to be right, while taking into consideration the security concerns of the Kashmiri Hindus living in the valley. The messaging has to be right, because the government does not, of course, want to come across as someone who is confirming those fears that Kashmir is not safe for Hindus anymore, and that would actually send out a wrong message if they are shifted to Jammu. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Priyank. Swati, yeah, you're absolutely right, because see, more than what is happening in the valley, Pakistan, being an enemy state, will always keep an eye on every development which is coming out in the valley, and this kind of fear psychosis has always helped the terrorists in the past as well. And this government in place is certainly not going by is not going to be dominated by the strategy which is being opted by the separatists or these terrorists, because what the kind of action which we have seen in the past few months, Swati, has always been on the attacking mode. They have never bowed down to the pressure which is coming out from the separatists or the international committee and all those human rights machineries who have been questioning the action which is being taken by the government of India. The prime focus for the government of India is to ensure safety and security of every resident. Right, and as we speak, Priyank, I'm just interrupting you there for a bit. As we speak, we're also getting live visuals now from inside the venue where the meeting is taking place at the MHA office. Of course, the Home Minister is present there with Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha, and along with them are DG CRPF, DG BSF, DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, the Army Chief, all the stakeholders there to review the security situation in the valley.
So we keep up with these live visuals coming in, and yes, as it has been pointed out by our colleagues, who are reporting on the story. A very, very important meeting given the kind of targeted killings that have been coming to light from the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. In attendance, of course, viewers, as we keep up with those live visuals on your screens, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, along with the Army Chief, NSA Ajit Doval, top military personnel who are present and are attending this meeting. Let's see what comes out of it. But Sabyasachi, if I could bring you in here, as far as the latest killings in the valley go, what are the measures